right in here, because this is, I haven't done this one for a while, but I'm looking around and seeing all of these different countries and causes, and I'm thinking about this, my sister had a book that was called The Trial of the Catonsville Nine, which was based on, wonderful, I love this book, and it was yellowed, it was, you know, very old paperback from 1969 or 70, and it was a verse account by Daniel Berrigan, a priest and a poet, of the arrest of 9 people who had gone to protest the Vietnam War, and they had done something that was controversial to the left and the right, because the right wing said, how can we be, you know, speaking out against the war, but the left said, your action involved the destruction of property, which just had a certain violence to it that we associate with violence to people, and we're not going to support you. There was a lot of that too. So these were people sort of standing on this wire of faith, and they had come to this decision to burn these draft files out of faith and prayer and long discussions, and I was so impressed. That takes a lot to do something where you know you're not going to be falling into one camp or another, and so I wrote this song really, well, also, you know, to impress my sister because she's cool, and so I read the book. But after I wrote it, so many Berrigans came into my life. Daniel Berrigan, Philip Berrigan, and his son, I met even before I played this song for the first time. Somebody said, when are you going to go to your next anti-nuclear action? That was an audience question. And I said, oh gosh, well, I'm not sure, but I have written this song that has to do with the Berrigans, and they're the pulse of the peace movement. And this kid came up afterwards and said, I was the one who asked the question, and Daniel Berrigan's my uncle, and Philip Berrigan is my father. So, so I got a lot of Berrigans in my life and a lot of Jesuit priests in my life, which makes shopping really hard, because everywhere I shop, I have a little Jesuit priest on my shoulder saying, do you really need that? I mean, do you know how that clothing was made? So I go to a lot of secondhand stores. So, not a bad consequence. This is called I Had No Right.